let me give you a piece of pop culture
Right.
that backs up my point. It's not a proof, just to back up. There's a very funny British show called Coupling that came out, I don't know, like 15 years ago or something like that. I think that there was a remake for American television. If you can watch it, it's hilarious. It's really, really good. And in it, there's one guy who is a conservative. Are you sorry? Are you American? I can't remember where came from originally.
I was born here in the United States, yeah.
Okay,
But
so
my
conservative,
parents
because I
are
wasn't sure if
Irish.
you came from some other country whether conservative would be the same thing. But he was a Republican, he was a conservative, and of course he was portrayed as an idiot,
Right.
because he's conservative, and you wouldn't want to actually engage in a realm of ideas. So you just have to make him an idiot. But apparently he had a giant cock, and the women were like, I don't want to sleep with him because he's a Republican, but he does have a giant cock. So
Man, yeah.
I'm torn. Actually, that probably is not the right phrase, although maybe it is. But it's like I really want to have sex with him because he's got a giant cock, but he's a conservative too. Oh, what should I do? What should I do? And so this just shows you. I mean, if he was a liberal, they'd be all over him, right? But it's like, how big a dick do you have to be? How big a cock do you have to overcome being a right winger? That's how negative it is for women, because right wingers are putting female responsibility back to women. No, you don't get to backstop your shitty mating decisions with guns to everyone's head and fiat currency and the death of the environment and the death of the economy, the unemployment of millions. No, you got your body, your choice, not your body, government gun. Your body, your choice. Yes, you own your hoochie hooch and you own your eggs. And if you get pregnant with the wrong guy, you gotta live with it because you're a big person now. You get adult pennies and you get adult responsibilities. If I screw up at work and I get fired, I have to live with that. I don't get to show up with a gun and get my job back. And if you have sex with the wrong guy and you have a baby or you get pregnant, that sucks. That's really, if you'd sucked it. But anyway, and so Republicans on the right, they kind of want to give responsibility back to women. And how keen are women on that level of responsibility? Well, not that keen. Not that keen. And so feminists are like, okay, it's true that 750,000 female fetuses a month get killed in America through abortion. It's a genocide against female fetuses, but somehow it's pro-woman. Anyway, so I just wanted to point that out about the degree to which women will encourage particular political perspectives through a pussy access, right? I'm going to pussy you into socialism. I'm going to sex you into socialism. I'm going to lick you into the left.
Can't compete with that, then. There's no way.
Well, I don't know how any intellectual philosophy can, I have reason and argument on my side, but over there is a giant herd of socialist pussies. Everyone goes over to the socialist pussies and rides them into the giant crater known as the former smoking asteroid of Western civilization. That is just something to remember, that it's just not easy to get laid in the free market if you're a free marketer.
Do you think it could also be that these sort of women are also attracted to the commitment to violence that a lot of leftists have?
No, because women do not like a violent society. They like getting resources. And I'm talking way down deep in the biological reproductive base of the brain stuff. They don't want a violent society. Well, I mean, if they're really digging our reproductive strategy, then they probably get turned on by violence. But in general, women want resources, and the government is a more stable method of getting resources than a husband, right? You don't have to cook the government dinner. You don't have to do the government's laundry. You don't have to put on makeup for the government. You don't have to go to the gym for the government. You don't have to be a nice person at all for the government. And the government will send you that check every single month, no matter what happens. And there's simply no way for the majority of women to resist free stuff, as I've talked about before, because free stuff is what women are designed to get. And that's what the reproductive imperative is. Get me free stuff because I'm going to be disabled by having kids, by being pregnant, by breastfeeding, by childcare, by being up 3 times a night with spit up and changing diapers and crap like that. So free stuff is catnip, it's ambrosia, it's heroin, it's a complete drug for women. And it's almost impossible for the majority of women to resist free stuff. In the same way that it's almost impossible for the majority of men to resist free sex. I mean, this is not a good or bad thing. It's just a reality of the way that the reproductive imperative works. So women don't want a Mad Max world. What they want is a world of guaranteed resources. And socialists and leftists and Marxists give those guaranteed they guarantee those resources for women. Yeah, you'll have access to abortion if you choose the wrong guy and sleeping around turns out badly for you. Yeah, if you have a baby, we'll give you money, we'll give you time off, we'll give you free schooling, we'll give you food stamps, we'll whatever, Yeah, you get all of this. And there's just, because, the risk of a woman choosing wrong in the having reproduction happen arena, these risks are catastrophic. And the insurance is called the state, and then the state changes everyone's behavior because what becomes insurance, so what starts out as insurance in case something goes wrong, turns into subsidizing everything going wrong, right? That's just natural. So, women will, they're turned on by socialism because socialism is porn for women. Because it is a sexually stimulating. It is. You laugh, but it's fundamentally absolutely true. Socialism is porn for women. It's just that porn for men, which involves guns going to people's heads deep down, is snuff porn, which is morally hideous and reprehensible. But the fact that socialism is porn for women and is basically a snuff film in disguise because there's still guns to people's head to pay these women, they don't want to see that. They just want the resources.